Did you know that the average pro photographer hauls around about 20 pounds or 9 kilograms of gear on a single shoot? That's the same as strapping a medium-sized dog to your back at all times. And yet, 80% of that gear never sees the light of day. Now imagine cutting back that to, let's say, 4 or 5 pounds and still walking away with like portfolio quality shots every time. That's the power of minimalist photography gear. Although I know this is YouTube and most of us have been conditioned to just keep buying more and more things. However, there is power in minimalism, and it's not just owning less for the sake of it, but rather being able to shoot more, stressing less, and actually enjoying the places you travel to instead of just babysitting all your gear. And if you're older like me, it means less aches and pains by the time evening comes around. So today I'm going to talk to you about my travel ready kit that weighs less than your laptop bag. Now I am a photographer. I want to be ready for everything. That's why I usually carry one camera and one lens. That one lens is my 24-105. I've been using it every time I travel to another country. It saves me so much time. There have been so many shots I almost missed had I not had this lens with me. And if you think f4 is not enough for night shots, well, you're in for a surprise because almost my entire portfolio is shot at f4. Speaking of my camera, for my next Japan trip, I'm actually taking this small pocket infrared camera with me. Now, I usually take daytime photos in infrared. I use a full spectrum converted camera. It's a Canon R. However, I don't want to carry two heavy cameras with me on my next trip. That's why I got this small portable DJI Pocket. Since I'll be taking photos in the daytime, it fits right in my hand and I'm able to carry it in my pocket at all times, just as the name implies. Now, since I am a photographer, and I assume that most of the people here listening are photographers as well, you do need something for your social media side of things. For me, that's the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Now, I don't have all the fancy kits that come along with it. I do have a small tripod stand that's roughly the size of 2 of my fingers. It stays on at all times. And I do have the essential ND filter on it. However, I'd be lying if I said that I couldn't get these shots without the DJI, because I can actually do most of my videography with my iPhone. Now in this case, I do use an ND filter on my phone. So I have a little adapter that clips onto the phone where I can just attach my filter, but that's about it. I think if I was on a trip with either just my iPhone or my Pocket 3, I would be just fine. And increasingly, we're seeing more and more photographers and people that make videos here on YouTube, and yes, even professionals, rely solely on their smartphones. That's because these days phones are just really, really good. Now, with all this comes the need for a tripod. In the past, I did carry a much larger travel tripod, even though it was made of a lighter metal. All that weight still added up at the end of the day, and I found that I didn't really use it that much. Since then, I've changed to this miniature tripod that just fits into my pocket or the side of my backpack. Now, the key to a good tripod is that it's sturdy and it's not going to bend or break or sway under the weight of your gear. This one is made out of pure aluminum and it can handle even my own personal weight. Now, one thing that really bothered me whenever I traveled abroad was having to carry my laptop around. I tried not doing it once by going to PC rooms or places where I could borrow a computer, but it was too much trouble. So over time, I've been looking for a solution. How can I leave my laptop behind but still transfer the files from my phone or my camera to an external SSD? And that's when I came across this router that allows me to just quickly transfer my files with one click from my card to an external hard drive to save. Not only that, but I can also see the progress on my phone. So if I'm skeptical about whether the card actually saved onto the SSD or not, I can just check on my phone to make sure that the file transfers happened. I mean, look at this. Compare the size of my laptop charger, laptop bag to this very small, portable, palm-sized transfer router. Now, if anyone has questions about this setup, this is called the NewQ router. I'm not sponsored. I don't have any affiliate links. That's not what my channel is all about. This is just my minimalist travel setup. Of course, the only thing missing from all this is my clothing, maybe some cables for charging the iPhone. But all in all, this is all that I take with me when I travel now. It has made things much more enjoyable. And if you made it this far, I do have a bone to pick with most tech YouTubers or photography YouTubers, because on YouTube you have to exaggerate things in order to get clicks and views. But you really don't need that much. One camera, 1 or 2 lenses, your iPhone, possibly a small mini tripod like this, and you're good to go. Most people are more comfortable traveling with a laptop or iPad. For me, I got my little travel router. I save so much space. Hopefully my little setup is going to inspire you to rethink what you carry when you travel, because all that time that's spent hauling gear and carrying all these things that you just don't need could be better spent on traveling, enjoying your trip, and taking that one shot that you could have missed if you weren't too busy scrambling to find the perfect lens.